Okay, you're welcome to this online seminar, online event, webinar, whatever you choose to call it. The truth is, it's an online training where you learn one of the businesses that has made more millionaires in recent time than every other thing. Okay, and it is a business of mini importation, e-commerce. All right, importation is not new, but the business of mini importation is actually new. The business of sitting at home or from your office or anywhere and then assessing these markets around the world, in Asia, in Europe, buy stuff, pay right from the point where you are seated, and then have those items delivered to you in Nigeria here is actually new. And that's what we refer to as the mini importation business. And the truth is, everybody can do it. And when I say everybody can do it, you just have to pay up attention and see the caliber of persons, the people who have actually done these things, people who you would naturally say, wow, they can't, they don't have what it takes. That goes to show you that this business is all about, you already have what you need to do it. Okay, and if you can pay rapt attention tonight, you would get everything you need to get off the ground running. Okay, once again, you're welcome to the online seminar, how to turn 100k into 1.5 million naira in a month with mini importation. Okay. Okay, and it's the step-by-step insider guide on running a profitable mini importation business in Nigeria. Okay, my name is Pat Ogidi. Tony has already told you, and if this is the first time you're seeing my face and you're hearing my voice, you're welcome. I guess some of my students should also be on this webinar tonight. All right, from wherever you're watching, you're welcome. Okay, if in the course of the training you have any question, I think we'll make out time for question and answer. Just note it down or just type it into the chat box. And when it gets to the time we'll be answering questions, I will definitely make sure we take all of your questions. Okay, my goal tonight is nothing other than to show you and show you that same reason you are here, show you give you value for that same reason you are here, for your time, and that is to show you how you can get off the ground running with your mini importation business. Now, I don't care if you've never done it before, like if this is your first time of hearing about mini importation business, or you've been doing it, but you're not really getting the results you desire. All right, whatever the case is, I believe you'll be picking one or two things, nuggets tonight that would help you scale your business or start off. Whichever category you fall in, you are welcome, and you should find something to take home at the end of this training. So my goal is to actually show you that thing, the things that have helped me or that I've used, the same information that I've given to people, that I've been showing people, and I've helped turn their life around in the small way I can. That is the same thing I'll be sharing with you tonight, and that is actually my goal. But then you have a duty here. The duty is to pay rapt attention. The duty is to make sure you're focused on this training and take notes as much as you can. And it shouldn't end there. At the end of the training as well, take action. Because if you don't take action, then the MB, the time you burnt on this training are all waste, and you don't want something like that happen to you. Okay, so if you stay till the end of this training, what do I do for you? I'm going to be showing you something mind-blowing. All right, I'm going to be showing you something that has to do with a blind man. So I don't want to give you much clue right now at this point, but then it's something that will wow you. So just stay cool, and I'll make sure it turns out an enjoyable and a valuable time. Okay, then what makes this online seminar different? I know you must have been attending loads of seminars, training, physical ones, online, and all that. And then when you read about this one from Mr. Tony, and he said, you may have thought, wow, what is the difference? Why is this one different from everything I've been learning? Okay, I wouldn't want to boast here, but the truth is you are learning from the pioneer as far as mini importation business is concerned. So that is just the difference. So let's just move forward. Okay, and Patrick Ogidi, the Grand Commander of mini importation business. All right, if you've known me for some time, you will know I'm not one of those guys who go about just giving themselves names and all that. I stayed on I was on my own. People that mattered started giving me names, and it wouldn't have gotten to me if it's just coming from anyhow person. But for the fact that it was coming from somebody, who is a heavyweight in the industry, Ronald Zimora. So I had to take that serious, and you have to just pardon me. I think I have some boasting right at this point. Okay, Yeah, since then, some other persons have replicated the same thing. That's Olaide Alim, a very good guy, also doing very, very well in the mini importation game here. Okay, Internet Marketer of the Year 2014, and I think that award hasn't been held again. That award ceremony, award giving hasn't been held again since then. So if you say I'm still the reigning Internet Marketer of the Year, then you won't be wrong. That is Alan Court there. He was a guest at that award ceremony from USA. Okay. And I've coached over 50,000 students. That's actually to be mild with it. I don't really like blowing things out of proportion. I don't want to start thinking, oh, 50,000. Are you sure? I mean, the truth is, what you see on the screen right now is actually a screenshot of my autoresponder. And I think I made that screenshot sometime last year. That was I had over 184,058 contacts there. And before you start thinking this is some kind of those emails you go around downloading online and uploading on spamming and all that. No, these are emails from people who willingly subscribe to my newsletter to read from me, to hear from me. All right. And as of today, that number should be very close to doubling. But then I have a reason for still using this very old one. Okay. Now, for some time, I've not been holding physical trainings. It just became very lazy, maybe minding my business, doing more of the mini importing than actually doing the trainings. All right. But the times I held training 2016 and before then, this is what the hall used to look like. And for your information, this is not a free training. All right. These are all paid trainings. Okay. This is what the hall used to look like. That is me. As you can see, I was younger then and my tummy was still very flat then, unlike now that it has become very, very big. Okay. And above all, I have got a family. Yeah, I'm a married man. With two lovely damsels. I prefer to say I have 3 wives, actually. My 2 girls and then my wife. Okay. That's a bit about me. And I'm called the Grand Commander, or am I called the Grand Commander of mini importation business for nothing? That's actually one of the things, or something that should be going on in your mind right now. I mean, what is this guy? Why don't I know him? Assuming you've not heard about me before, why do they call him Grand Commander of mini importation business? Well, the truth is, you want success story. You're imagining if they're actually success story to back up all this, or is this just some sort of made up stories and name calling to just sell stuffs and get away with it? But no, I'm going to actually disappoint you. Okay, on the screen right now is one of my students. Yeah, is an older person. One of my students, Tony Nabueze. All right, I get loads of testimonials like this every day, but I try as much as I can not allow them to get into me. But when I find some that are striking and that helps him, drive the message I come with, the message I preach easier, faster, I note them down. And one of such messages is this one you see on the screen. All right. What actually made this message stand out is because he said, secondly, I must confess that God has been faithful to me in 2017. Yeah, he sent this late 2017 with mini importation business. I subscribe through your platform and I'm truly, I will forever be grateful to you. Importing goods 5 times this year alone, and the returns are mind blowing. That is not actually the part that got my attention. All right. In the sense that my building project has been revived. Life in Abuja has been elevated. And all thanks to your e-com course I bought for 350k. Yeah, that is not some cock and bull stories. All right, his name is Nabueze Moka. He actually paid that amount for one of my courses, one of my trainings. Okay. Then and he snapped himself in his a kind of a store, his mini store somewhere. He has an office somewhere in Abuja. He snapped himself, and those you see there are his goods. All right. Okay, more success stories and more success stories. This is a guy, a Uniport student. I think he has graduated now. I shared about a student of mine doing over 1 million in my mail, and he inboxed me on Facebook with something mind-blowing as well. He said, I did over 200k turnover last week, which was paid yesterday, plus more than 200k other still pending. I know it is small, but then I am taking the steps one at a time. All right. Then this is from a lady that joined me just I think late last year or something, but she's a serious action taker. And that is actually what I want from every one of us at this training tonight. Not just listening to training, burning your data, but take action. All right. Her name is Ruth Alienomo. I'll just read the parts on the line in red. Now we sell 100k daily. We try the product within 24 hours. Now, part, believe me, I know you will. We have already sold 250k. And then he projected an 8 million naira profit in 3 months by next year. He sent this last year, November 17th. Okay. Then 3 days later, still from the same routes, he said he sent in again 99,000 naira delivered Saturday, 79,700 naira just this morning. Courier company coming to pick them up. I will snap the man and send it to you. She actually did that. Yeah, I'm doing this so you know that what you are doing works. Jesus said, okay, Mr. Pat, we do what you teach. I'm making more researches. We believe in you, hoping you don't mind. We call you our brother. Yeah. Now, about you, all right, this is about persons it has worked for, people it has worked for. You are not here to come and hear more of their stories. You're actually here to also make such things work for you. All right, so let's get straight to the point with how it can work for you. Okay. How then can you turn 100k into 1.5 million naira in a month with mini importation? How that's the question on your mind, on your lips right now. Well, it is very simple. Like my friend Ronald would say, it is actually simple, but it's not easy. All right, it could be very simple, but it's not easy. But this is simple. You might decide to say it's not easy, but fine, it's simple. And if you follow everything I teach you tonight, you would believe with me that it's indeed simple. Okay, you have to pay attention to the type of products you import. All right, importing crappy kind of product has actually made more people poorer than they hoped to be. Like they wanted to be rich doing mini importation business, but because they dabbled into it, they jumped into it, they just they thought oh, all I need is just to go get a product, slap it on fit, or maybe that's what some gurus have actually told them. Yeah, but then I tell you today that the type of products you import matters 1001%. If you don't know that now, if that is just the only takeaway you getting from this training, is even enough. The type of products, then how you position and put out the products out there, how you position yourself and put out the products out there. Definitely, you may not be the only person selling that product. So how do you now put out your product to make it different, to appear different, actually, to be different from whatever other person is doing, from what every Tom, Dick, and Harry is doing? Somebody hit me up in email when I was preparing this slide just a few hours to this training, and then he said he's a used copper. He's been posted from the East Enugu to Ogun State, and he's been there for over a year. Sorry, for close to a year now, like he's passing out next. And then he's asking that every Tom, Dick, and Harry is not doing mini importation business, that if it's still profitable. I mean, I laughed and almost tried to ignore the mail. But then I said, well, what did you do to sell from Enugu? He started reeling out. I said, okay, do more of that thing you did right now that you are in Ogun State and you sell. All right. And he thanked me. Okay, so how you position yourself is actually very, very important. How fast you are able to do this, because it's not just enough selling, getting a very hot in demand product, positioning yourself the right way. You become rich not by just selling a one-off seller, a one-off mini importer, but when you're able to do it repeatedly, continuously, and even get to a point where you can even automate it, where you can even get lessly involved in it, because that's actually what the goal is. All right, so the type of product you import, how you position and put out the products out there, and how fast you are able to do all this, those are the things that guarantee a successful mini importation business. Okay, any guru can claim to teach you all those. I know any guru can say, oh, I've heard this over time, this person told me about this, he taught me this, I read it in his book, or I watched it in his video. Okay, but the smart mini importation strategy, they don't know, they haven't taught you, and the reason is because they don't know it. Nemo that quad non-habit. You cannot actually give what you don't have. So right today here, you are actually learning what I call the smart mini importation business. Not the same type of importation business you've been hearing before. So what exactly is this smart mini importation business? Once again, I welcome you. Okay, the smart mini importation business strategy. What does it entail? You want to know, so I don't need to ask you, but then I want to see if you actually follow. So if you really want to know, let me get a yes in the chat box, and I will be more gingered, knowing that people are actually following. Let me just get a yes in the chat box, so I know I'm not just talking to my microphone, I'm talking to people who actually want to hear from me. I just want to hear just one. I just want to get one, and I'll be very, very, and I'll be cool. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, good. I think we're cool. We're good. Okay, I should just continue. Awesome. Okay, somebody said very clear. Awesome. All right. Okay, so I implore you to do a couple of things. Mr. Tony have actually said that, but you have to just do them. If you're not using your phone, turn it off. Like if you're not watching the training on your phone, turn it off. Shut down social media. You have all the time for that. Turn off your TV. Mine is actually off here. Then pay 1001% attention to this training. Okay, because I'm going to be taking you through something that is life-changing, that's going to mean a lot of things to you, that's going to, you know, mean a lot of changes in the way you do and see mini importation business. And what are they? One is profitable products. I talked about the kind of products you promote, the kind of products you import and you sell. There are products we refer to as profitable products, and you know, and village sending product, like the one that can send you back to your village, and the one that are profitable. How do you source this product? How do you source profitable products? All right. Then payment and shipping. The truth is, if you don't take time, paying for the product you're buying out there, you might be ripped off. I mean, you might be either be ripped off, or you pay more in a way that it eats deep into your profit margin. All right. The goal is to make sure that we, you know, get the best possible, you know, lowest price ever in everything that has to do with this mini importation business, so that at the end of the day, our profit margin will be something, you know, that will make us happier. All right. Then I'll be showing you how you can pay and ship your products, how you can pay in Naira. As if you've not heard about that one before, or if you think it's not possible, then stay cool and stay put right there. Okay. I'll be showing you how you can pay in Naira, plus a faster and cheaper than DHL, FedEx method of shipping. You know, some people doubt that, but then we'll see how that goes here today. Then selling the product. The truth is, if you get the best of product, the hottest product ever, and then you bring it in under 2 seconds, let me just put it that way, and then you maybe pay 1 Naira to ship it in and all that, and then you just dump them in your home, in your house, or in your office, or wherever. You don't sell them, you don't put them out there. It's even better, you don't even make attempt at all, because you're tying down your money and all that. So selling this product, the way you sell this product matters a lot, and that's actually it makes actually the big difference between, you know, those who go about, you know, who make one or 2 Naira peanuts from mini importation business, and people who have actually built business around this, making 6-7 figures weekly, monthly. Yes, and it's possible. All right. I have the 75% method, you know, the method 75% of the people or many importers use, and the 25% method. You want to know that. Then delivering the product to the customer. All right. It doesn't end in running adverts, you know, sending customers to your site or wherever, making a sale. If you're not able to deliver that product on time to that guy out there, the customer, then you've not actually you know, gotten to the end of the deal. You've not actually made any money. And if care is not taken, if the product is returned, you lose money actually. All right. Then scaling. Only a dead man doesn't scale. So if you are doing something that is profitable, you're making 1 million Naira today, what should stop you from aspiring to make 2 million? All right. So that's what we'll talk about scaling. Now I'll be sharing, you know, some tips on how you can scale your business without actually doing anything extraordinary additionally. All right. And then I'll be giving 2 hot tips for, you know, that will save you from losing your capital on the first try. Now, I've come to understand that 75%, if not more, of mini importers or people who attempt to do mini importation business actually lose, you know, their capital on the first try, and they give up. Those are the type of people who go about saying, forget those people, they are just scamming people around and all that. It doesn't work. It doesn't actually work. I've come across too many persons like that actually. You know, that is because they make this mistake, and these mistakes are things you don't want to happen in your mini importation business. All right. And then I'll be giving something for those who want to start immediately. I mean, you're here in high spirits, you want to start immediately, but then I'll be sharing something, you know, for those who want to start after the training. They want to start, they don't want to waste any more time. You know how procrastination kills good intention. They don't want that to happen to them. So we proceed. What you're about to learn is the same strategy that has generated over 500 million in profit for myself and my students. All right. Not for myself and my students in the last couple of years. Okay. It should work for you as well. It's not like we have 2 heads, or maybe we have extraordinary powers, or we have links to, I don't know. No, it should work for you no matter what, because it has worked for people that didn't even believe such things can actually happen to them. Okay, now this is one of them. His name is Onulude. I have his permission to share. Onulude Bamidele. Okay, this is a screenshot from one of the logistics, the outsource agent, the sourcing agents I have in China. You know, he made a screenshot of a chat he had with this man. This man is my customer. You know, he got to learn about the outsource agent through me, through my contacts. And then this outsource agent sent me this screenshot because he was actually doubting what the man told him. All right. The man actually said, I'm new in this business, and it might interest you that I'm blind and literate. Like he's blind and literate. Blind and literate. So I do not want to depend on people for survival. Could you get 20-inch LCD TV that can also use solar power for personal use? I'm sorry to hear that. That's my associate not talking back to him. So how can you read and send me messages? I'm surprised. Do not be sorry, as their accessibility or the blind, for the blind on the modern phones and computer. I'm using an Apple phone now, and with Bluetooth keyboard, I'm able to type. Blind read Braille and learn to type to go through school, right? But Ogidi encouraged me to buy and sell products for extra income. Now, the message is already clear. If this man, didn't see any hindrance in and if he can do this business and he's doing it and is making profits, right? Then what about you? That question I leave for you to answer. Okay. He's doing something for himself, so you can actually do for yourself as well. I know you can. Of course, I know, and that is why you are here tonight. Then, if you don't want to miss a thing on the training, pay rapt attention. Okay. The strategy entails, like I've actually wrote out before, profitable products, payment and shipping, selling the products, delivering the products to the customer, scaling, and those awesome tips I'll be sharing towards the end. So if you are ready, I am ready. But then I have a few disclaimers. My lawyer actually said I should put this across to you because I love being on the safe side. Okay. Now, a lot of persons have been bamboozled with lots of promises. They tell you can do this. So our minds somehow have been conditioned to believe in we can actually do some things without doing what is required, to get it done. Without actually doing what is required to get it done. All right. So I have this. Results are not typical. I will do my best to walk you through the strategy, but then understand that my results and that of my students, the ones I'll be sharing here, are not typical. We have different cheese, like cheese, God, right? The average person who attends anything training gets 0 results. However, I'm happy to share, to show you exactly what is working for me and my student right now on this training for free. So this is not in any way a get rich scheme, get rich today, die tomorrow scheme. And of course, it is not MMM. All right. It is what it is, business. So if you take it as business, it should work for you. Get out here. Come and take her. Okay, now the smart money importation business. Don't mind her, it's my stubborn daughter. The smart money importation business strategy. Let's get down to business. Now, first a story. If you know me, you know I love telling stories a lot because stories help me drive home my message easily, right? Jesus Christ use stories. Multinationals in their commercials use stories as well. So nobody, of course, wants to be this man. Which man? This very man here. All right. This is a screenshot from Nation newspaper, and it's actually a reportage about a man, a court proceeding, something that happened, and then they went to court, and it's about he doesn't last in bed. If you take your time and read through, or if you Google that, you see the details of the story. But then I think the headline should say more about that. And that marriage was actually dissolved in court because of this sole reason. Where am I driving at? What am I actually trying to say? The man has premature ejaculation. He couldn't perform his manly duties in the other room. Okay? He needs something like this. He needs something like this that can help him perform better. Now the question is, this man knows he has a problem. If he knows about the solution, or if there's a way you can reach this man, where he hangs out, where he chills, where he whatever. If there's a way you can reach him and in a friendly manner, pitch him this product, tell him how this product can help him save his dying marriage and avoid that divorce incident. Do you think this man will go for it or not? I don't need to answer that. You already know that the answer to that question. All right. Now there's another woman here covering her face. She's not happy because she has got blackhead. Blackhead is a very big problem for ladies. All right. Even though some of them will tell you, they've just taken their life away because they think there's actually no solution. All right. But this lady, if she finds a solution, if you're able to convince her that your solution, you have a solution that can get rid of blackheads, she will jump at it and even use her school fees for this. Believe me. All right. So where and what am I driving at? The point I'm trying to make is that these products are products people can forgo some other things for you. So for those of us that did economics in secondary school, there's what we call them. There's what they told us that they call opportunity cost. So they can forgo something else to go for something more pressing. All right. Believe me, that lady might even forget, use the same school fees for the blackhead solution, and then go get the money, whatever, and hope on something to get the money. That is because, you know, he needs a solution. Like he's so much keen on getting that solution out of the way, because that makes her, you know, people not compliment us, oh, your face is smooth and all that. And that's actually what ladies want. That actually drives us to the kind of products you have to buy, you have to sell. You have to actually buy products or getting products, import products that people want to buy. You don't buy products because you think you like this product, then the whole world will like it. No, you must find a product a good number of persons out there are dying and are ready to forgo something else to get it. So that leads us to the 3 classes of products you have to focus on. Now, there are other types of products. There are lots and lots of them out there. But then, for the purpose of hitting the ground running and making money as fast as you never thought possible, focus on these 3 classes of products. Class 1, the health, beauty, pleasure products. Class 2, convenience products. Class 3, safety and security products. I don't need to, you know, overstress the fact why these products are hot sellers, why people can do anything to have them. Now, let's go a bit deep into each of these classes. One is the health, beauty, pleasure, right? Now, an HIV positive person, for example, or somebody that has a very, you know, chronic, stubborn medical situation, you know, and he has 10 million naira in his account, home and abroad, and then he finds a solution, somebody who can guarantee that this thing will work for him. Do you think that person can actually forgo that 10 million naira, assuming the person offering the solution requires demands for that? He will, because they say health is wealth. You have to be alive to even know whatever thing, enjoy yourself or something. So health is actually wealth. So nobody wants to die young. People want to look good and enjoy life. And some example of products that fall in these categories are, you know, teeth whiteners, stretch marks, acne creams, you know, enlargement organs, premature ejaculation creams and sprays, butt, breast, hips enlargement. Take it or leave it. Those products are, you know, they are hot. All right. I'm actually very careful giving out product like this, because a lot of persons will jump on it but then you have to still learn how to stand out, so that even if everybody is jumping on a particular product and making peanuts, you can come in and kill it and build a multi-millionaire business around it. That's the reason you are here, I know. Then the second class is the convenience products. Sometimes, naturally, especially since the advent of technology and science and everything, people tend to become lazier and lazier, right? People become lazier, so they want something that can help them do, you know, normal everyday tasks, even though it costs them nothing, but they just want to get it out of the way, and instead devote their time to watching movies or playing games or whatever, or gossiping or visiting Linda Cage and stuff. So people want easier ways of getting things done to save time and money. They want to cut costs and corners. They want to belong. Actually, sometimes it's just about belonging. Because sometimes I wonder why people carry. I mean, it has actually stopped. The trend has stopped. Selfie stick. When it started, they saw it as a class thing. It has selfie stick and all that. But now nobody. You hardly see people carry selfie stick because it's no longer trending and in vogue. All right. And examples of some products in this category are electric lunch box for babies. You know, put food there. You know, when they get to school, they can plug it in their teacher in school can plug it in and it gets warm, and then they can eat and all that. Hand sewing machine, yeah. Toothpaste dispenser. I mean, the very first time I saw that product, I was asking myself, what is actually the job in taking you know, your toothpaste and, you know, putting it on top of your toothbrush? I mean, so but people buy it, and products like that sell. 12-in-1 kitchen tools, tire inflator, fuel saver, and lots and lots of them. Then the last one, okay, I think before I take you to the last one, there's actually an experiment here. Your car, old way of doing it, your car breaks down along or a Shagam road, I mean that forest, then it's like hell getting a vulcanizer, nowhere. You look front and back, there is no hope anywhere. So what do? All right, you would have to look for those towing guys, pay them 15k, assuming you have 15k, to take it to the nearest whatever. Okay, but these days you can actually just carry your tire inflator in your boot that is very, very small, so that if something happens, you just put it into that cigarette, whatever slot, and charge you, and pump your tire. I mean, it's awesome. So products like this, people want them because it saves them time, convenience, and even save them money at the end of the day. And on the screen right now is that tire inflator, what it actually looks like. Okay. Now, this is a Facebook ad belonging to someone, not me, one of my friends. This same tire inflator is actually what he was selling here. I think he still sells it. What is sold here. And if you look closely, you see that the post, the ad had over 389, sorry, 300, over 380 shares. What does that mean? That people, oh, I love this product. They don't even know it's actually an ad. They just share. I mean, then when you look at the comments, has over, I think has over 400 comments or so, meaning people are interested in this product. They are buying it. They like it because it actually saves them time. Products like this, they don't have to think twice or think about their child that is sick, think about the fact that their child will have to eat tomorrow to get it. No, they just go straight, and the buying decision is made faster and quicker. Okay, and you have to take advantage of all those things to make build your business around those things and make more money faster and effortlessly. All right, then safety and security products. Who is not worried about their safety, about the safety of their kids, their cars, their everything? We've heard stories of house helps, absconding with their wards, absconding with children. All right, so nobody wants to be an scapegoat. We want to make sure that even if I trust my house help, let me make sure I get something to keep an eye on her in my absence. All right, sometimes you just want to be on the safe side. They don't want to lose money. They don't want to lose their belonging. An example of products like these are car trackers, kid GPS watches. They wear it, you sync it to your download an app on your Android phone, and you can actually listen into wherever your child is, or know the location of the child and all that. Spy camera and pen, smoke detector, Wi-Fi cameras. Okay, so these fall under the product category 3. So I'm trying to run through some of the products you have to focus on, so that you don't make mistakes of importing a product that will never sell, so that you don't join the league of people going out there to say, oh, mini importation doesn't work. He told us we'll sell this product, but right now nothing is selling. Okay, so you have to be very careful with the kind of product you import. Okay, on the screen is a snapshot from Daily Trust newspaper and then Linda Ikeji about people absconding with house help. So that is actually the reason products like this would sell, security products. Okay, I have another experiment here, but actually no need for that. Okay, I think it's actually very important. I run through this as well. My daughter's experience, because this actually happened to me. All right, when she was smaller, she went to pull out her mommy's makeup drawer, and then she picked a razor and put in her mouth and started cutting her mouth. We were in the sitting room, and she crawled in, and then when I came into the room, I saw blood everywhere. I mean, I don't think I've actually experienced that kind of shock in my life since I was born. And then after everything, I started thinking of a way to make sure she doesn't open that drawer, because the drawer, if you just hold it, to open, right? So we started searching, and I found this product. I mean, it looks simple, but it's crazy. I mean, it has you stick it on one end of the drawer, and then on the drawer itself you stick it, and then you can lock it. That means if she's pushing it out, you can't really get it out. So this alone helped us save something like that. Now, this my experience is even enough to sell this kind of products. People will easily get it because they don't even want that kind of a thing to happen to their wards. All right. Now there are tons and tons of that product selling in one of the portals I'll be talking about shortly. $3.17. Okay, I have another one here, but I should just keep that. Now and go straight to product sourcing. All right. Now we've talked about the kind of products, the type of products you need to focus on. There are products that won't make you money. Don't say, oh, I love this product, so everybody will like it. Then you'll be wrong. Make sure you for now, for the start, to concentrate on these three kinds of products, on health and beauty and pleasure, then on security and on convenience. Focus on these products, and your chances of making mistakes will be very, very minimal. All right, your chance of making it. So now, when you've decided on a product, how do you source this product? Remember, you're not buying this product from Computer Village or buying it from one, along the street there. You are actually going to be importing them from China. So how do you go about importing this product? Now, importing the product can actually, have a lot to do about your profit margin, your bottom line at the end of the day. All right, if you jump into any site, they will sell the product to you at their price. You come in here and struggle to sell it at a price that will make you, comfortable profit. So that's actually why we need to pay attention in the product sourcing. All right. I've been buying a certain product. I've been buying a certain type of product for $2 all my life. And then it got to a point where it got to a point where it became even difficult. Let me on something. Okay. So sorry for that short break in transmission. Now, I don't know what just got into me one day. I thought about this product. I've been getting comfortable. I know I'm making a good profit from this product. What if it's actually possible I get this product even cheaper? Then I started researching, finding a lot of ways. I found another way to get that same product for less than $1. Now, the same product, the same quality, the same everything. Now, imagine if I'm buying for $2.5, all right, and I'm maybe making a profit of, let's say, 5,000 on that product, and then I started buying for $0 point something, less than $1. How much do you think I'll make? I shouldn't be making this. So this is actually one of the many differences, between a smart mini importer and that guy who is just following the crowd. All right. Now, if you look at the screen on right now, you notice something. Okay, you can actually import from Alibaba, AliExpress, or 1688. Now, if you look at the screen here, I think the two images there. The first one by the one with the X, the red X sign on it. You see that that particular product, wax vac, it falls under the convenience product for removing wax from the ear. I think it's battery powered. Now, on AliExpress, which everybody uses and everybody knows and all that, this same product sells for $10.13. All right, that is over 3,500 naira. Okay, but then on 1688 again, the same product sells for $0.5. That is less than $1. Now, imagine the difference. Imagine a smart importer getting from side B, right? That's from 1688, and then the other guys getting from AliExpress, and both of you are selling to the same, to the same market, the same Nigeria. And now, even if we are selling at the same price, imagine we are selling at the same price. There's no way you compare the profits we make. Like, there's no way you compare how much I make with how much the other guy buying from AliExpress makes. All right, I'm not trying to say AliExpress is actually very good. It's a place people buy, but the truth is, 1688 is a place, has come to prove a place where you can get things cheaper. And then again, those that are not smart, those who fall under the dummy mini importers, they don't know how to import from 1688 because it is not an all-commerce thing. One, 1688 is not actually meant for the international markets, right? It's actually built for the Chinese market. That is why everything on the site is written in Chinese. And that is why 99.9% of those who sell on that platform do not speak and understand English. So you have a lot of roadblocks. Now, how do you get this across? You can actually use, how do you get around this? You can actually use the services of agents. You can actually use the service of people who are in China who can serve as your person in China there, who makes all the negotiations, bargaining for you, and even payment, so that all they do is they get those items, get it down to Nigeria for you, and send it down to Nigeria for you. All right. At the end of the day, why that guy is buying from AliExpress and Alibaba and paying, hell, you are buying, at 10 times cheaper. That is to say, you guys are not going to make the same profits. Yeah. So 1688 is a very good place to get. I've just told you about the roadblocks, which is about what to do, which is about the language barrier and the payment system. But then with the service of agents, if you have people in China, they can help you go around that, and you should be well and fine. All right. Now, what about payment and shipping? All right. These are the things you spend money on. So if you don't take time to bring down the costs as to the best you can, then you end up paying more, and it's deep into your profit margin at the end of the day. So how do you pay these guys? How do you ship this item here? And for payments, it's actually very, very possible, to pay in Naira. Okay, because until the change era came, until we got into the change era, you could just use your card and make a straight order of $4,000 worth of an item, all right, and then pay from your normal normal GTB savings account. Okay, but then the chain team came and they said, man, you guys are paying too much. So it became a problem. At a point, it became almost impossible to pay with your card. But I think they've started relaxing that, and they have about $3,000 on GTB and all that. But then that is not what we're talking about, because for you that wants to turn this into a business, something you do every day, you might be needing to even spend more than $3,000 in a month, assuming you're paying with your card and all that. But then in this case, what do? We found a way to actually send money to China in a split of a second in Naira, like you pay into a Nigerian bank account, and this can and your money gets sent to the agent or the supplier. How cool is that? Like we logistic companies that can actually you pay them in Naira, based on the exchange rate for the day, and then the money gets to China in a split of a second. Cool and easy. So in that way, you are not held bound by the restrictions on Naira. You're not held bound by the restrictions on whatever currency. And you do not even have to start buying dollars. Assuming you want to send wire transfer or whatever, you actually pay in Naira. From your phone, you make a transfer, and then you make a screenshot as a proof of payment, and your order starts, they start processing your order. All right. Then what about shipping? Each time I speak in events and I tell people there's actually a way to actually ship your items and have it come in faster than DHL, and even pay what lesser than what you pay for, for DHL, and people doubt it. But the truth is, it's actually very, very possible. Okay, it is possible with the help of the same people who help these importers. These guys are selling Computer Village, Alaba Market, Idumota Market, that buy in China almost every day. The same people who help them bring in those goods. Of course, they don't use DHL, they don't use EMS, because if they use that, they can't even sell at the price they sell in the market. So we find a way to start using the same services those guys use. How? We got into an arrangement with them. Those guys have offices in China. You grab the office, send it to your supplier. Your supplier send the item you're buying to them. They receive it and then ship it, send it through. They have a way of sending it. And the item gets to Lagos. You only pay for the shipping when it has gotten to Lagos. You go to the office and pick it up, or you can pay into the accounts, pay for the fee to send it to you. They will send it to you wherever you are, in whatever location you are. All right. And one of those companies, I'll be giving you one of those companies. I think one of them is NBC Logistics. NBC Logistics. NBC Logistics. I can actually type now. NBC Logistics. They are cool. You can use them. It's owned by one Dan. They can also actually help you in the payments and all that. Yeah. Now, this method of shipping, I think it comprises of two. They have two methods of shipping. One is express, one is cargo. Now, the express takes lesser time and it costs more. The cargo takes more time, up to 10 days and 12 days in some instances, but it costs lesser. Now, why would you want to use express ahead of cargo, or vice versa? The truth is, if it's an item you're just restocking, you're not under any pressure to deliver any item. You just use your cargo, get the items in, and boom, you are fine anytime it comes in, so long you don't run out of stock. All right. But if you run out of stock and then you have to make the order faster, you have to use the express. Express takes lesser number of time. Now that's about payment and the shipping. Now what about the main cocoa of the cocoa, which is actually selling the product? Selling the product. This is where a lot of persons have issues. All right. Now, one thing about selling, one thing I tell people whenever I teach about selling, marketing your imported item, I tell them the strategies I show you to market your items shouldn't just be limited to imported items alone. You can use it to market anything, because it's basically selling online. You're basically selling online. And if you apply the strategies very well, then you can even use it to sell a locally made product. Maybe you produce yourself, or something you source locally, whatever. All right, because the system of selling online remains the same thing. Okay. Now, what are some of these ways you can sell, your imported items? Now, if you look at the screen, you will see an image by the right hand side of a guy and a man, and then if you can see the words there, is crazy. This is actually an advert on Facebook, by a native doctor, by somebody who sells, all this charm. All right. The truth is, if charm now can be sold online, then why do you think it is difficult for you to learn how to sell online, to sell whatever you have online? if babalawos can sell their stuff, their craft, their whatever online, then why do you think it's impossible for you? I mean, I had to bring this on here so you know that you've not been selling online because you've actually, the reason you've not been selling online, it's either you've refused to learn it, or you've just been going about it with the deceit that, man, this whole selling online thing is meant for some type of people with some type of electric brain. All right, but then I tell you today, this day, that you too can sell online. How? Now you can sell on Facebook. You can sell on Facebook. Facebook, the art of selling on Facebook and all that is a course, is a university course on its own. Okay, but what I tell people is, it shouldn't deter you. I've actually seen someone who knows nothing about Facebook, has not actually seen. I'm talking about my own younger brother. All right, because it's actually very difficult for me making out time for people that are close to me. I will keep telling them I will, and then. But then he ran out of patience. And what he did was he picked one of the products around. He went on Facebook, created a page. He just saw me do some things. He didn't know. He created a page. He made a post, put a picture, and then he boosted it. You see from a page, you see something like boost. He boosted it and paid with his GTB card. And that was it. From then, he started learning, improving. And that is how he became very, very good. I'm not saying learning is the best. As a matter of fact, I think Mr. Tony has a course on that. And I think he'll be talking more about it, on how you can sell on Facebook and even, sell better on Facebook, the best way to sell on Facebook, position yourself and all that. What I'm actually saying to you is, not knowing anything about Facebook shouldn't be an excuse. You can actually just get off the ground running. But if you have the time, and if you ask me, I will say, take out time, look for someone who can actually teach you. And I know Mr. Tony has something very good on that. He'll be brushing on that later on. And then it shouldn't stop with just using Facebook to sell your many imported items. You can use it to sell anything. All right. Now, I'm falling in love with snail, a pepper snail. I was on Instagram one day. I saw an advert, pepper snail. I saw the guy preparing it. Just a short video, 59 seconds. And then it's a sponsored ad since then. And he sells a pack, just small snail, 35. Then you pay 1.5 for shipping. As I pay 5K. And I've fallen in love. And I even try to hold myself not to order, because every day so if somebody can also be selling a snail online on Instagram, then what about you that has a product even more people want? You can. And the only person that can hold you back is actually yourself. All right. Another way to sell is sell your imported items, to create a mini e-com site. Now, I'm not a proponent of you going to get a full-blown e-com site like Konga and Jumia. The cost of even putting up site like that is very expensive, as a matter of fact. But you can actually start from just creating a small e-com site, mini e-com site with WordPress. If you go to YouTube, you will see how you can use WordPress to do a simple mini e-com site to sell your products. And I don't need to even overflog the need for what a mini e-com site does for you. All right, you must have seen tons and tons of them. There are lots of them there. You can actually own one. It's about you. All you need is just a domain name, a hosting. Go on YouTube, watch the tutorials on how to come about e-com sites, and you can do very, very well with e-com sites. All right. And believe me, you can actually use e-com sites to sell anything. All right. It mustn't be a multi-product e-com site. I'm actually not a fan of multi-product e-com site. If I have a hair restoration spray, for example, I can create a simple e-com site, and that is actually what I'm selling there. For example, people like the Beard Gang Nigeria, these guys that run ad on Facebook all the time, they have that thing. They have is a mini e-com site, and you can even do that. And now I know that there's a program, shopify.com.ng, that you don't need to design anything. You have a full-fledged e-com site. All right. So e-com site is one way to actually also sell your stuff. But then at the end of the day, you still need to advertise and market your e-com site. You have to put e-com site affords you the opportunity to put your products online, so that you now run advert to it. Okay. Now, selling on established online shopping platform, Jumia, Konga, and DDs and all. Now, the advantage these guys have is they have lots of money to burn on ads. When they started, they were selling just their product, but they noticed that they couldn't actually, fulfill all the requirements of the market. So they allowed people to come get a store, post their product, and they would market that your product for you, run ads to that your product on Facebook, advertise your product on Facebook. Now, they are not stupid doing that, spending money to sell your own product. They have a commission on that. Like every sale you make on your store, they get a commission. But the truth is, because of the huge, Tinkele prices we get this product for, assuming you're buying a product for $1 and they are posting it there, and you're selling it for 10,000 naira, and let's say they are getting 20%, and you are smiling home with 8% of the, you are still in profit. You are still making mad profit. I actually call this selling on Shopify, selling on established e-com platform the lazy man's way of actually doing it. Just post it there. Any day sales come fine, any day it doesn't come fine. But then if you post it there, and I've seen people post it there who make massive sales from, you know, just posting their products on platforms like Jumia and Konga. All right. And then the baba dudu of all of them is what I call the using of funnel. If you're not using funnel, that's actually the national anthem everywhere now in the international scene, more especially. If you're not using funnel to sell your stuff, then you are leaving a lot of money on the table. What is funnel? Funnel is actually, let me just give you an example of funnel. Maybe when you saw the ad for this webinar, if you saw the ad on Facebook or something, you click through, you read something, you then put in your email, you got interested in putting your email, then you join a list. Then over time, the person will be sending you messages. What are the messages for? Building relationship, you know, showing himself as an expert, all right? And this in turn make the buying process and trust process easy. It helps you, you know, building, know, like, and trust things, so that buying becomes, because people want to buy from people they love. Now, what does funnel do for you? Funnel will help you, you know, position you and make you stand out. Like, this guy is not like them, or is not like this. This guy just say, give me money today or you die. All right. They started first by telling you something about the problem you're having, proving to you that they are not like them, proving to you that they know what they're doing, they know their onion, and then all of a sudden recommend that you buy something. I mean, you want to buy, who doesn't want to buy from people they trust? You want to buy from people you trust. That's what funnel does for you. Is a never do without. And if you are looking at taking your e-com business, the mini importation, as a matter of fact, the guys I know that do 6, 7, let's do it weekly, monthly, they use funnels. All right. I think I'll be talking more on funnels a bit later. Now, about the delivery, how do you deliver these products? Delivery itself is a problem. Your products come in, you on advert, you get an order. If you don't find a way to take that order to the customer as fast as possible before he uses the money and the money enters voicemail, the money he intends to pay you with, then you might end up not, you know, you've ended up just wasting everything, because most of these guys charge you for even, you know, sending it and it's not delivered. They charge you. All right. So how do you make sure you deliver your items very well? Now, what I tell people is, don't be in a haste to ship out an item. You make 200 orders. It's not even enough for you to push it out and be fanning yourself and make sure it's not enough. No order is complete. No transaction is complete until that money gets into your account. So you have to have that at the back of your mind. All right. So what do you do? Make sure you re-verify before you can let somebody do that for you, like call, verify and re-verify before sending out. All right. I get 100 orders, maybe for example, in a day, and then I come. A staff calls all of them. Sir, you just placed an order on our store, and this is our store name, blah blah blah.com or whatever. Yes, okay. And the order you placed is one piece of a particular item. Yes, right. And you said your address is number 13, Buhari Street, Asorok. He said yes. And this is your phone number, the one I'm calling right now, and this other one, yes. And okay, sir, we are actually dispatching this today. It should take 3 to 5 days to get to you, but in between we'll be calling you to know. But then if you get it before that 3 to 5 days, do call us back, you know, so that we will know you've actually delivered it. That's fine. Now, it shouldn't also end there. Make sure you get the contact details if possible. Some of them won't give you this, like one of them I'll be talking about. They won't give you the appointment contact details. Now, if you can get their contact details, follow up with those guys. But if you can't get their field men contact details, call their office and follow up as much as you can. All right. Follow up as much as you can before the customer tells you the money has entered voicemail or something else. All right. So these are the ways you can actually cut down returns, because returns has actually driven a lot of people back to their village. Lots of people. And except you, because there's nothing you can do. If you can't float a logistic company, a delivery company, then you have no choice than to dance to the tune and find a way to, you know, to find a way to be on the safe side. Okay. Now, what are some of the delivery companies you can use? I'll just give 3 here. EDS. Yeah. Some of you say EDS is bad. Yeah, but the truth is, there's no delivery company that has it all. DHL doesn't have it all. As good as they are, they don't have it all. They still have their lapses. Now, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Using one logistic company is a big problem. It's actually a set out for failure, because you give them all your eggs, and if they breaks or fall, you're out of business. Now, what you do is this week give to this company. This order we give to this company. That's one way to do that, so that none of these companies, except they are following you from the village, if anything like that exists, none of these companies will say, "I've not paid you," or be giving one kind of rubbish excuse or the other. Okay. Now that's one. Then another thing you also do, over time, find out their area of strengths. For example, I've noticed that a particular logistic company are very good in the north. So what I do is, once I get northern orders, I just give it to them. If I get Lagos, I give it to another one. So I have actually known over time that these guys, do better in some areas. So I don't bother even giving them those areas they fumble. Okay, so some of these logistic companies are EDS, Zoom Logistics, Gig Logistics, and ACE is one of them, ace.ng. That one, they do just Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt, and believe me, they are awesome. They are not on the screen here, but they are awesome. ace.ng. You have to pay 17.5 and it's still your money. All right. Then scaling your profit. Scaling your profit. Let me go to the chart and make sure we are following. Let me just make sure I'm not just talking to myself. Are we following, please? If I'm following, just put a yes on the chat box. Oh, sorry, put an F on the chat box. Put a F so I know we are following. Who else is following? As I said, I don't know why people are commenting yes. Maybe you just came. There was actually a time I asked them to comment yes. Now, if you are following, put a F on the chat box. Awesome. Somebody said connection. Put an F on the chat box. That's awesome. Okay, wonderful. So I just continue since we are following. Okay, scaling your profit. Now, my father says something. The only person who doesn't aspire to grow is actually that man who is 6 feet below. That's the only person who doesn't aspire to grow. Now, if you are making $1 million, you make that for 3 weeks, 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, and you're still comfortable making that 1 million naira, my brother, you have a problem. All right? If you don't aspire to grow from that 1M to making 10 million, 2 million naira, 3 million naira, 4 million naira, 10 million naira, then why are you even on it at all? So scaling is something we must do. And on the issue of scaling, I'll have to share something I gave to one of my students, all right, who was selling I think diabetes or hypertension solution, either supplements or one of these are teas. All right, he was selling high supplement tea and high blood pressure tea. Okay, and then he was making money, was comfortable, but then he got into my inbox and started talking about how can he scale. That is almost becoming a monotony. Like, he knows how much you make, he knows what to do, doesn't really. So I said, but what do you sell? He said, okay, he sells a hypertension solution. I said, okay, so your product hypertensive solution, hypertensive patients would want to go for. He thought for some time. I said, but then there's something they use in checking for their high BP, and some of them go to the chemist or go to the hospital either they want to check for their BP level. I said, well, why not just get that stuff, import it, it's cheap. Now, since you are doing cash on advice, you do is get an A4 paper, put something like thank you for ordering, because you are a customer already, why delivering the product they buy you, put it, add it there. Why, because of the products they because you are a customer already, we thought we should appreciate you by offering you this at a half the cost just for today. All right, this item will enable you stop going to the chemist or going around to check your IBP. You can check it at your home so that you can save your 1,000 naira you spend on all this on the chemist and all. And if you're interested, just text us so that we can send it. I mean, that's all. A4 paper, put it there. When you send out 100 orders, 40 persons you might be surprised for asking for that product, and now you're not spending anything additionally on ads. You're not spending anything, and that's a way to scale. Now, these are products you can even sell higher. Like this product now, most of them actually think it's very expensive. They've not gone to you, so you can even sell this product for ×2 what you're selling or what you sold the other solution for, and they will get it. All right. So this is one way you can actually scale your business, and this works because I gave this secret to Prince Godfrey Labo, and this is just what he had to say. Now, I'll read the part in red. He said that your ideas always keep us flying high when the going is becoming tough. Just a few minutes chit chat with you, and you just remove the burden, provide solution, and also give ideas to scale up. He was actually the person who did the hypertension thing, and that is one way to scale your business. All right. So now to the 3 tips for those who want to start immediately and easily build a 5, 6, or even 7-figure business weekly within 35 days. Like starting before 35 days, they should have the business running. All right. Now, I'm not saying this is for you if you just go and sleep and then 35 days you wake up and remember that somebody said after 35 days you become $1 million richer. I never said that. I work my ass off for my money, and that is actually one of the things I preach. All right. And I wouldn't tell you that you have to go and sleep and make money. But what I would tell you is that what I will show you, the tips I will show you, would help you, make it 100 times easier. Will make it easier for you, so that, because it's money we're talking about, there's no way to heaven that is easy. That's what they say in my dialect. All right. But then if you find somebody, if you find a system that can help you make it easier, then what should you be waiting for? So if you're ready, then let's go there. So what are these tips? Actually, I think 2 tips or 3. Okay, I said 3. 1, don't source like them, and them is in quotes. All right, they source like every normal person. You just go there and you hit it. Okay, let me tell you something that happened. To my brother, he has been sourcing a product and paying $1.6 through a particular link. All right, and he was buying that, making enough profit. But then one day again, he checked. I said, but then sometimes people reduce their price. He checked again in the same store and find the same product like 50% cheaper. Like, was not getting it at $0.6. All right. Now, those other guys probably do not know how to even source for a cheaper product. Now, don't source like them. All right. When you are sourcing, whenever you settle for a product or a seller, it should be the best you can get. All right. Then how is this possible? How do you do this? I'll give you a real life sweet case study that happened to me. All right. Sometime in the past, I had a need to import products worth over 3.5 million naira. All right. And guess what? Reporting that product at that price, selling it, I was making profit, right? And I thought we were doing really, really fine. Of course, we were doing fine by every standard. I mean, by every standard, we're doing fine. But then we never knew I could have been saving up to 450k on each of those, orders. If I fix 2 mistakes, and these 2 mistakes, 99% of mini importers, as a matter of fact, almost every mini importer makes these same mistakes. What are the mistakes like? All right. I was gifted of the mistake at that time. It's not like I had to now find out a way around it. Okay, I imported thousands of a particular type of product. This is actually the product. All right, I'll show you the products. My last order for that product was about 200 pieces, and this is the product. All right, it's 3-in-1 therapy something. This thing, the multi-level marketing company guy itself for 40k. Right? I think you put it in your body and you analyze a lot of things, your BMI, your high blood pressure, a lot of things about it. Just show it on the screen. Okay. The product is hot cake, if you must know. Okay, it's hot cake. So I was importing that product and I was selling. It was selling for how much here? I was importing from AliExpress for $8.25. Yeah, and AliExpress I bargained as well, so I got it down to $4. So I was buying for, all right, and I was making a huge profit. So for 200 pieces, I was paying $800, and in naira, that's when the dollar was about 360. I was paying 288k. By every standard, I was comfortable here, right? By every standard, I was making a good profit here, because these products normally sell in Nigeria for 12,000, 10,000, 15,000, in that range. These same products, all right? Now, I was making profit even buying for $4. But then comes the eye opener. I got into 1688, the other second site, after I found a way around it, how to break the language barrier and everything, and found the same product for 9.8. That thing is not dollar. That is actually 9.8 RMB, yuan, Chinese currency. All right. And how much is this 9.8 yuan worth? 9.8 yuan was worth $1.42. Now let's go back again. I was buying for $4. Remember, I was buying for $4. Okay, I was buying for $4, and then I now found a place to get it for $1.42. Okay, $1.42. Now let's look at how much I saved. Okay, 4 minus 1.4, so I was saving on each. I was saving $2.58 in naira. That's about 928.8 naira then. So for the 200 pieces, that means a saving of 185,000 naira. Okay, then multiply that across the 200 pieces of the 5 different products I ordered. Well, that's 185,000 by 5. That's over almost 1 million naira. Okay, now you must have started getting the drift where I'm going at. Your sourcing has a long way, has a long say in how much you how you do with the business. Your sourcing have a long way, to say about how much you make. It's actually one of the reasons some people don't make profit at all. Okay. So, looking at another case study, this is another hot product. You must have seen a company branded. They branded this product, yes, and then they are selling it. They say they are one company, one Nigerian company, something NG. Like their site is like their logo is green. I've forgotten the name. All right. This product sells for $12.50. And I have somebody who buys this product, who buys it, who was selling up more than 1,000 pieces every month. But he was getting it for $4.1, a friend. And then from the seller, from the supplier he gets, you must get up to 1,000 pieces, you know, for him to brand it. He wanted it branded. So you must get up to 1,000 pieces to get it branded. That means for every 1,000 pieces, he spends he pays $4,100. All right, that's about 1.47 million. Now, you must have known, you should know the level of the level you've gotten in the business for you to just get out all of this cash to put on one product. All right, for us that are looking at starting with 100K, this is not for us, right? This is crazy for us. So what did I do? How did I help him, you know, break this barrier of having to tie all his money getting 1,000 product? Because if he had the option, he would have just been getting, let's say, 200 pieces and use the money for some other thing, so that when that one gets exhausted, he buy another one, instead of just having all this almost 1.5 million and tie somewhere. So how did I help him, you know, break that barrier? I found the product for him for 20 RMB, 20 yuan, and that 20 yuan is about $2.86. All right. Now I got a deal, you know, this very one you have to buy. You can even buy one piece. As a matter of fact, look at it. You can buy 1 to 99 or 100 to 299. All right. That means you're not even under any obligation, you know, to buy 1,000 pieces. Now, what did I do? What was left was how to now brand it. We didn't want it to come with this normal ELM 327 thing. That's what he's been doing. So what we now did was we reached an agreement with the company, and the company said, okay, instead we're not going to brand everything for you, but what we'll do for you is pay us $87. All right, and we must produce 1,000 pieces of that brand, that emblem, so that anytime you buy, even if it's one, we'll just stick it in something and send your way. That way, my guy could go back, and instead of buying 1,000 pieces, instead of dancing to their tune, he could buy just 10, 20, because he has 1,000 emblems, and he only paid $87 for those 1,000 emblems. All right, that means he can order even for one piece, never at the mercy of the seller, and then he became the king. He decides how many he wants to buy. Now, assuming he wants to buy the same 1,000 pieces my friend buys and brand it like he does, it will be 1,000 by 2.86. All right, that's $2,860 plus the $87 for branding. That's $2,947 as against the $4,100 that he was buying it earlier. All right, that means he was saving $1,153, which is about 415,000 naira. I mean, 415,000 naira savings buying the same 1,000 pieces of the same item he's been buying. I helped him save this, and then he buzzed me up on Facebook, because we're actually chatting on Facebook. And okay, I gave him the supplier's detail. He said, okay, it's direct, sir, or via supplier. I said, just give your supplier the link. He said, how do I start buying from here? All right. And then he came back and said, thanks, sir, I really appreciate. I said, okay, I will save over 53K. Okay, this is on another product that cost about $6.4. I will pay my tithe later. All right, but the truth is, I helped him save over 415,000 naira on that cash scanner he was buying he had to buy 1,000 pieces all the time. All right, so this is one mistake mini importers, one thing they don't know, one mistake they make, the sourcing that kill their mini importation business even before they start. All right, so that is tip 1. Now talk about tip 2, which is also very important. You must be using funnels. All right, I talked about funnels earlier. If you're not using funnel, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Now, one reason, if for any reason you think you shouldn't be using funnel, let me give you one reason you should be using funnel. And that reason is the fact that funnel has a way of grabbing anybody who comes to your site. Okay, a good number of people who visits your site. Funnel have a way of grabbing them, right? Now, let's assume 1,000 persons visits your site, and your funnel grab the details of, let's say, 400 persons. And out of those 400 persons, let's say 20 or 30 buy at the spot or buy on the first instance. Now, that's fine. If you weren't using funnel, you must have lost the other 400 plus the other 1,000 persons who visited your site at the end of the day, at the first place, right? But in this case, what the funnel will not do for you is that those 400 persons, your funnel, of course, you configure messages on your funnel, upload some messages that will keep following up with them. And in following up with them, you build more rapport, prove to them that you actually know what you're doing, that you're an authority, and then buying becomes easier. The buying becomes easier. All right. Now, that guy that had just, that hit and run guy that have just come, buy, run his advert, and then boom, make 20 sales and go look for a place to run advert again and continue, have lost every other person. But you at the end of the day, from that your 400 persons who got into your funnel, you might be lucky to even convert up to 100 or 200. That is what that other guy who is not using funnel would be missing. That is what I mean when I say leaving a lot of money on the table. So how do you now apply this funnel thing? How do you apply this funnel thing? How? All right. Okay. Before that, one of the some of the advantages of funnel, why you should be using funnel, you get better results, set up once, and it runs literally itself forever. Okay. And it's almost immunes your system to saturation. You know, with funnel, a product saturates, you get the next product that is selling, fix it on your funnel, and continue selling and start selling it. All right. It leave your competitors kissing the dust. And then it's very easy for you to brand and set yourself apart in the marketplace. All right. I have a hair restoration spray. I have bought it if you have a bald hair, as a matter of fact. All right. Okay. I branded it in my name and I sell it through funnel. All right. Now there are tons of those products out there, products like that out there in the normal brand name, in the usual brand name. But people don't buy those ones because they think it's everywhere. But because I've been to brand mine, and then I funnel it, I funnel the system. It makes it easier for people to buy. All right. Now you can sell with you can sell some types of high profitable products using funnel, and this is for products that are not possible selling with conventional methods. And then to scale is very easy to scale if you're using funnel. Very, very easy to scale. And it simplifies you doing 6, 7, 8 figures. It makes it that easy. All right. And it helps you sell various other products to a set of customers, because if you have those 400 persons in your database, you have them for life, as much as you want to keep them, and as much as they agree to remain with you. That means if you have a similar product, you can just wake up one day, tell them a story, and pitch them the product, and they will buy. Remember, you're not going back again to go and run ads to get those same people. You have them already in your autoresponder. All right. So that is what funnel does for you. Okay. Some products, example of products you can sell with funnel. If you want to go the funnel way, which you should be doing as a matter of fact, skincare products, stretch masks, blackhead, wrinkles, eye bags remover. These are products you can funnel and that can make you money than you ever imagined. Then health products, weight loss tea, sex enhancers, hair growth products, diabetes and high BP monitors, eyesight tea, a money maker, slimming tea, vagina tighteners. Vagina tighteners, if you don't know, they are crazy money makers. They are crazy money makers. I helped somebody set up a funnel, a student of mine, on that. Amateurly, he ran an ad, not on Facebook now. He ran an ad, a native ad. And I didn't know whether he said he spent $10 or whatever. And the others, he didn't know the others were going to his email. He checked his email, he saw 5 orders. And then another 5 orders came on phone. I mean, he spent some money. And I told him when I was setting that up for him that this is actually a money maker if you can find a way and advertise it. So I'm giving you an expo right now. Vagina tighteners are a great, great money maker. And you shouldn't ask me why they are so. You already know. Then womb cleaners. I didn't even know there are things known as womb cleaners, right? Until one of my students who I ginger them, go look for products you can sell, all right? He found a womb cleaner, he's a mother. And I was doubting. But then he kept showing me screenshots of WhatsApp screenshots of people giving testimonials. He explained to me that some of these fertility issues are just about the pH value of the womb. Now, if you can clean the womb of whatever, it can retain pregnancy, and it's actually working for him. So womb cleaners are products you can actually funnel. Yeah, she funneled it. Then security products that I talked about earlier, car tracker, GPS kits, watch, and spy cams they are products you can actually funnel. All right. Then this is more like sounding confusing. Okay, let me just assume it's not sounding confusing. Or if you think it's sounding, it should be because the difference between those who do 4 figures and the one who do 6, 5, 7, 8 figures weekly, even that is actually why it should sound confused. So if it sounds confusing, then you are in order. It's not out of place if it's sounding confusing to you, because this is actually the difference, between those who do just 4 figures, 1 figure, one figure actually, are peanuts than those who make big money. I mean, those who move and shake things in this mini importation e-com game. There are people who do millions weekly, and I'm not just kidding about that. All right. Now the question is up to you. It's up to you to now decide: do you want to make 4, 3, 4, 2 figures, and assume this is something you cannot do, or you want to jump into the 5, 6, 7 figure click, you know, and take that extra step? I don't know for you, but then if you allow me to choose for you, you actually know what my answer would be. All right. So I don't know, some person might be down that, but if you doubt him, but then on your now, he's a guy known as George. To Lagos, I advised that Lagos January. All right. Before now, telling me we're chatting what I said. I told him it's possible actually to make $1 million. Something I do have done. I do, and it's now origin. But then he came back later on. One day we were chatting. You know, he said 800k this morning for a week return. I'm not talking about a month now. This is the same guy who doubted the possibility of making $1 million in 30 days, but now he's doing it in 7 days, in a week, right? And I said, thank you, boss. You told me 1 million naira before. Now I'm on track to 1 million weekly, and so it's possible. Now this guy said, I don't know, he's not too wonderful, like Ibotic accent. I mean, I'm just saying all this to prove to you, to show you further that, man, those things you think are roadblocks only exist in your head. They don't exist on paper. You need just action. And if you're ready to take that action, then pay rapt attention. Okay. Now this is another guy. It's not too clear because it's a very wide email, but I'm going to read the guy, the one in red, like in a rectangle in red. He said, that part, I added over 10k as my profit on the product. Jesus. Heaven smiled at me. I sold over 500 pieces in 2 weeks. Like, he makes 10k profit on each of the products, and he sold over 500 of this product in 2 weeks, and he made 5 million naira, Nigerian naira. Now this is like, he joined my list. He just bought one of my courses, one of my programs. Like, he's not somebody who will talk every day. Like, he shared this with me. Since then, I don't think he has actually sent me any other email. I'm still shocked. To me, I feel it's a dream. Can share all the bank transactions. Okay, can share all the bank transactions because of doubting Thomas's, but won't share the product too. I don't blame him though. And then he said, money I have not made since I came to Lagos 5 years ago, I have made in 2 weeks. Information is power. Thank you so much, Grand Commander. You've saved me from financial shame. There's somewhere in the email where he said he has made more money than he needed for his wedding that's happening in, I think, December or September of this year. Like, this email, he sent it in April 25th of this year. Yeah, he made 200 sales in 2 weeks, amounting to 5 million naira pure profits. And then I don't know why you think that is not possible for you. And I know what you could be thinking right now. I actually know what you're thinking right now. You want to start on a high note, that's for sure. I know you actually want to start. You want to skip all the trial and errors and get straight to real business. All right. But then you are kind of confused. I mean, you're kind of confused. But then that is actually why I'm here. I'm here. I can help you if you allow me. I can't force myself to help you, right? If you allow me. So if you would allow me help you, make the long journey, all right, a bit easier for you. Can I see you type in yes? If you want me to help you, you know, reduce the long journey, the curve, the learning curve, the trial and errors, like be at your back and help you guide you along the way. Let me see a yes on the chat box there. All right. If I don't get a yes, then I may not continue. I could just call it a night and get away. Can I get a yes? Boom. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. All right. We're good. Okay, so I should just continue. All right. So I can help you, but you have to pay 100% rapt attention right now. Pay 100% rapt attention, because I'm about to do something crazy right now. I'm about to do something crazy right now for you. I'm about to make the system, everything, the intricacies, the A to Z, the everything easier for you. All right. And of course, you've been here with me, for the past hour, and of course, you've taken notes. And believe me, all the things you've learned are enough for you to get away now and take action and start seeing results. I'm not doubting that. You can actually put in there 100,000 naira, pick one of the products I've given, I've mentioned, start advertising on Facebook or try to build a funnel yourself and start getting, results. I've seen people do that before, to be very honest. All right. You can put everything you learn into action right now and start seeing some results. Okay. But like my father would say, if you must eat a frog, if you must eat a frog, why eat a baby one? Why eat a baby frog? All right. The basic truth we have to tell ourselves is that an hour webinar, may not be enough for you to build that 6, 7, 8 figure business, to be very honest. Even though you can put in your 100,000 naira now, you can start seeing results, start making even up to 1 million naira. Yes, it's very possible. But I'm talking about the curve and the time and everything and the trial and errors and the fear of maybe I'm going to lose this money, I'm going to run away, I'm going to, go back to my village or whatever, So an hour webinar may not be enough for some persons. Not everybody. Some persons learn so fast. So it's not for everybody. Everybody learns differently, right? So there are some persons, the few things you tell them, they pick it up, boom, they run. But some persons also want you to guide them further, all right? Okay? Now, an hour webinar is not enough to cover everything you need to completely get this running in a flash and guarantee that 6, 7 figures monthly, like almost 100% guaranteed. That's what I'm talking about here. So you agree with me? I don't need to ask that question, right? Now, imagine if there's a platform, I'm talking about a platform right now, that provides an avenue to work directly with me, right? Work directly with me. Over your show, help you set up, guide you in setting up the whole process, guide you along the whole process, right? So that the trials and errors which you fear, which you dread, which possibly maybe the reason you've not actually started your mini importation business all this while, could be drastically reduced, if any. And you are launched into the easiest route to making your mini import e-com journey a superb one. Imagine if there's a platform that can guarantee that kind of a thing. Imagine that. Will you be interested? Will you be interested? Who will be interested? Say I in the chat box. If you will be interested, let me hear you say I on the chat box. Awesome. All right. Okay. Now imagine if it's possible to literally do almost. I said almost because one of the work again is to enjoy your money, and I'm not going to help you enjoy your money. So that's why I said almost. All right. Imagine if it's literally possible to do almost all the work for you, all the hard work now for you. Give you a link to the hottest selling products. All right. Give you a link to the hottest selling products, maybe 10, 20. Maybe I'm yet to decide though. So you don't have to go through the rigors of finding them yourself and being, submerged in the oceans of uncertainty. Imagine if there's a platform that can help you achieve that. Imagine literally setting up the system for you. Imagine like literally helping you set up the system. What I mean by the system, helping you, okay, this is the product. Now it's about funnel. Now do this step 1, go to step 2. Now do this step 3, go to step, okay, why is it not working? Okay, we fix, we improve, we do all that until you learn in the process as a matter of fact, because I'm not going to be there forever. Okay, you learn in the process. Actually, what most people find difficult is getting off the ground running. So if there's somebody who will always be, behind you to guide you, oh, this is what you need to do, this is not what you need to do, you will actually love that. Imagine if there's a platform that guarantees that. Now, imagine that such platform again would help place you 1,000 miles ahead of where you think you would be. Imagine if there's a platform like that could help you even make more in a time you've actually set for yourself, like you said, like you set like a time of, let's say, 30 days, 1 month. This is what I'll be looking at, and then even with that time setting, you are exposed and bound to on trial and errors, mistakes, and all that. Imagine if that is not is something you have to bother about. Cool. Awesome. All right. I'm loving the chats here. Okay. Now, that is more like giving you a license to print money. Sorry, I'm not going to give you any machine like that, but literally speaking, that's actually what I'm going to do. All right. So that I can help make your year, the subsequent years, the best ever. How cool is that? Okay. If you are seriously interested in such opportunity and knowing about that platform, I want you to take an action right now. You have to type in "go on" in the comment box. If you don't do that, my dear, I will stand up and I will leave. if you are seriously interested in having access to a platform where I can literally just guide you, help you, push you, encourage you, direct you, and show you how this can be achieved, how this is done. Type in "go on" in the chat box. If I don't get at least one "go on" in the chat box, I'm calling it, I'm calling it a day, and I'm leaving here. All right. If I don't get any "go on" in the chat box, I'm leaving here. Go on, go on, go on. I need that. I need that to fuel my ginger. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Wonderful. Now pay very close attention, pay rapt attention here. Okay, because I am actually doing something. I'm actually bringing you something awesome. I'm bringing you something cool, something super cool, something awesome, in the form of something that will help you further pick my brain and rock mini import and e-com business to the fullest. I'm bringing you an offer. Actually, it's an offer. So if it's cool by you, fine. If it's not cool by you, then I might even stop telling you about it and go away with my offer, right? But what would help you build multiple businesses? We're not talking about you building just one business around one product. The goal is to help take out that fear and everything, so that you can, go out with confidence and build multiples of that, duplicate that, and make whatever you want to make big money. All right. So how many of you want it? From the responses, I think almost everybody wants it, but then everybody's not going to get it. No. All right, because I love my sanity. Okay, it's okay. I talk about it. Now, you've actually tapped the okay, so no need asking for that from you anymore. Now let's assume you get into this platform and you make 8,000 to 1,000 naira profits after every expenses on each product. Let's assume after getting into this platform. Now, how many of such products do you think you need to hit the 1.5 million naira target per month target? How many of such products? If you pull out your calculator right now, you should know it should be around 150 to 160 products. And believe me, if you follow the game, if you follow everything, you learn our guidance from the platform, that is actually a cup of tea. All right, because it's freaking possible. It's been done over and over again, and the sweetest part is that it is almost automatable. Right, you can at least automate it up to 60-70%. Funnel can help you automate stuff to up to 60-70%, so that you don't need to be, every time having to follow up does the magic, my dear. If you have a system that follows up, then your business is almost automated. So you make sure your ad is running. You go to the back end there, grab the orders, deliver the orders, and follow up, and that's it. All right. The platform I'm bringing you can get you that figure, but I need your help, even weekly. You can get it monthly or even weekly, right? But then I need your help here to make that work for you. And this is this again, 800k this morning for a week return. The only thing this guy should have more than you should be his big head, because his head is very big. Apart from that, you have everything he has. He actually started everything you see him have today. He stays in Magodo area of Lagos, where he paid over 1.2 million naira. Sorry, I have to say this. He drives a Venza, Toyota Venza right now. I think he's barely 26 or thereabouts. All right, he stays there and he lives a good life averagely. And the only thing I think he knows better than everybody here right now is the big head. All right, because his head is very big. It's bigger than my own. Okay, anytime I see him, I used to have hope. Okay, the process can be automated if you are busy or you love freedom like myself. It can be automated. Everyone loves automation. They love freedom. Want to go chill, want to go do something else with our time, even watch movies and have those trickles of money, bank balances drop in our phone. It makes our head swell, all right? And send us those laughters or on our faces. Well, you can get that only if you are fast enough to join me in what I call the Ecom Domination Mastermind, EDM. Ecom Domination Mastermind is a platform. Now, let's see what you get in the Ecom Domination Mastermind. You should be excited right now. You should be, believe me. If you're not excited, then you shouldn't be at this training at this particular time. Okay. Now, this is I did something like the Ecom Domination Mastermind to a group of persons, professionals I spoke to recently. That was actually where I tested the offer, and it went all haywire. All right. This one is a lady, Rachel Adobe. She's a member of that mastermind. That very one. He said, "Good evening, good afternoon, sir. Abiagomozo, like I've come again in Igbo, smiles. I just ran an ad. This is a novice. He knows nothing about mini importation business. He started and he took action and he got this result you about here and there. I just ran an ad for a week on a not so popular blog and made 7 sales of 19,000 naira on each product. Meaning I spent just 25k to import 20 of them and 20k for adverts. And he has sold 7 for 19,000 naira on each. Believe me, he makes a profit of more than 10,000 naira on this very product. Case closed. There's no point stretching this further. This is doable and you can do it if you are serious, if you allow me. All right. This is another guy. He said, boss, good evening. Now I finally know the pains or you guys go through in importation. First, thank you. The sales page, each time I run a campaign, I do get orders. The first campaign I ran, I lost 5 orders because I did not check my email. I made mention of this earlier on. Okay. But make sure you'll be checking your email if you get into this. Okay. Now, this is one firm sticks. I must confess, bro, you are super hot. I have 3 outstanding orders that need to be sent out tomorrow. This guy is a doubt. He doubt a lot. Like he's an Ibadan guy. He stays in Ibadan. Be using AliExpress before, wasting money. The 3 products I'm selling is less than $2 each, and I'm selling it for 10k. Bought it at 5 pieces for less than 30k with shipping and everything, less than 50k. Just sold 6 for the 50. Just sold 6 for over 50k. Still remaining 29. I don't even know the percentage I go use calculate myself. AliExpress is a waste of time. Even Alibaba too self. I must visit you if I come to Lagos. Femstick, that's his name. He hasn't visited me. He's making his money and he has forgotten. Then Chidera Anele, a professional in his own right. Pat, you are truly the grand commander of mini importation business. Like Floyd Mayweather 50-0, you are the undefeated champ in this industry. Really, thank you, sir. Okay, if you're not convinced, then I don't think anything should convince you. If you're not convinced at this point, then it's not my fault. So I should talk to those who are convinced because I've tried as much as possible to show you that this is possible. All right. So if you are lucky to make it into the e-com domination mastermind, the EDM, these are what you will get. First, we'll enroll you into the 30 days. It's going to be a 30 days thing, but it's going to be strictly online. The 30 days EDM online coaching. All right. I enroll you. You get an email every day. A lesson is available. Whatever you do your thing. You submit. I gave you what to do, the jobs to do. You submit them. I go through them. I critique them. I tell you what to do. This is wrong. This is right. Do it this way. Go about it this way. That's like, you know, patching on your shoulder and watching over what it's doing and helping you, right? Okay, so what else are you getting? Show you how to dominate 1688. 1688 is a blood money palace. Let's put it that way. 75% of mini importers still waste their money on AliExpress and Alibaba. Femstick said so. Due to the language barrier, they are at loss on how to navigate 1688, where things sell at 200% cheaper. We show you how to use 1688 with your eyes closed. And I'm not just exaggerating. Believe me, I'm not exaggerating. I'll show you 3 ways you can navigate 1688 with your eyes closed, right? Then give you a jealously guided list of 20 evergreen products you can market. 20 products you can sell, right? So that you don't start off cracking your head on the kind of product to start with, the kind of product to sell and all that. These are products that have been verified. So all you need is to take the necessary action and then you should start selling, right? Then I give you all the links you will ever need. My private sourcing agents, my private logistic company, some logistic companies, courier companies I use here on the ground, and they are not all that big. I give you access to all of these guys, right? And I'm not just giving you access, go and deal with them. I just give you access and I tell them they are my egg, so treat them like one, all right? So that they treat you like not like every other person. And I'll give you an example. Some of these companies, they charge you for registering, but one of them, I can actually influence them to make them not to charge you. It is actually unofficial, but I can do that for you. All right, I give you so all of these links to get access to all of these links. All right, and then you get also show you how to unearth hot products on your own. So maybe you want to start selling hot products ideas to people. So it's like, what product is hot? I think I charge 10k for that too. So you just navigate and find hot product, and the reason it's hot and sell to them. It's very possible. I know somebody doing that already. I teach you how to create profitable funnels at rock. Yes, I show you how you can create funnels. All the content you need for your funnels, all the bits of the funnel, everything about the funnel. I teach you how to go about funnel, so that you don't have to go and look for Ronald Zimora, who now charge about 1.5 million naira to write copy for you to start doing your copy. No, you do that. You do a copy for yourself that you'll be proud of, and I will critique it and then I can you can use it for your business, right? Sorry, I'm spoiling business for Richard, Ronald. Ronald, I'm sorry. Okay, and then I'll solve the issues of return for you. I share some tips on how you can bring down, the return issues. But then inside the EDM, I will show you more of what you need to do to make sure your return gets low. There's one that is actually very, very wicked, right? If you do that, it has to do with a $0.5 product. That is all I can say about that. If you do that, then your return should drastically reduce. If it doesn't reduce, then you have to go and pray in the Synagogue Church of All Nations. All right. And then I'll give you access to a course that I have not sold in the public. It's called Recession Escape Course. All right. The course is sells for 25K, and it's only those who bought a particular course, who bought my Ecom Tycoon course, that get access to buy it for 25K. That means even if I'm to sell it outside, my buyers list, it might even be double of that. And what does the course do for you? It shows you not to just sell in Nigeria alone, not to just do your e-com business in Nigeria alone. It shows you how you can sell in Ghana, how you can sell in Kenya, any Anglophone countries, while seated here, without taking a call, without traveling, without doing anything. You organize, arrange everything from Nigeria, from your desk here, and get your money paid into your account. That course, I'm still tempted. Sometimes I'm tempted to bring it to the public, but then I don't want to spoil that market more. So the few persons who will get into the EDM will get a chance of getting that course free of charge. All right. Okay. So I think show you give you access to an Insta Builder software plugin. All right. If you know my Ecom Tycoon site, I did that site in less than 20 minutes. You would think I spent 150,000 naira. That is all you need to create your funnel, to create your simple landing squeeze pages. That is all you need. It's drag and drop. The templates are there. Just upload it in, choose the template you want, put in your content, save, and you have a site in as little as 10 minutes. So I'll give you that software, so you don't go spending 72,890 naira on that software. All right, Insta Builder is worth $197. Then I'll give you access to Recession Escape. I've said that. So these are basically the things that you will get in the EDM. I don't need to just go through them again, do I? 30 days online coaching, how to dominate 1688, jealously guided list of 20 evergreen hot products, your link to all the contacts you ever need. My hot links I don't even share. How to unearth hot products yourself, how to create profitable funnels, how to solve the issues of returns for you, and then give you access to a Recession Escape that should be selling for more than 50,000 naira. All right. Show you how to give you access to $197 worth drag and drop Insta Builder software. All right. So these are basically what you get. At what cost? Now, if you calculate all these values in red, even though this one I undervalued it, I made it 25K instead of 50K, because 25K is actually for my my students already. People are appreciating them for being my students. All right, for being my customers, my clients. All right. So everything here should amount to 250,000 naira. That means if you are to buy each of these things, if you are to come and get them each and each, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I have a plan. When I was discussing this with Mr. Tony, he said it's unfair that I invite you to come and speak to my people, and then you are letting them pay that big figures. And I said, okay, there's something. I told him I'm not going to bring the price down, but then I'm going to do something for the few persons who jump in, so that I know that yes, I've actually not gone totally against what Mr. Tony want me to do, but then I've actually helped those who are serious and want to get in right away. So if you're ready, here is my plan for you. The Ecom Domination Mastermind is only meant to admit 50 persons. 50 persons. All right. Right now, we still have over 600 persons watching, enthusiastically watching, to know how to get in here, right? But because I want to prove a point, I'm going to be doing something. I'm opening access to 25%. That's half of these persons for a limited time. All right. This is not some marketing gimmicks, if you must know. These 25 persons will enjoy a whopping 88% discount. 88% discount, which means that instead of paying me 250K, they won't be paying 250K. No, all right. Even though if you pay me 250K, you go ahead tomorrow and make 20 million naira. You don't remember me anymore. All right. You only may just be praying for me and thanking me, but you're not giving me any of your money. It's still very, very much worth it. But I'm not going to charge you that for a reason I've actually explained earlier. So what am I going to be doing for you? I'm going to be letting you pay 88%. That's about 29,999 naira. So please, this is actually 29,999 naira, not 30,000 naira. If you're paying 30,000 naira, I'm going to refund your 1 naira. So make sure you are just paying only 29,999 naira, and that represents 88% discount. And if you think I've just tried, clap for me, right? Okay, why you think you are clapping your hands? Some persons are not doing that because they're actually waiting to see how to get into this. And this on your screen right now is how you can get into this platform, right? How you can register and take advantage of this 25-man, discount that will soon fly away. Go to ecomtycoon.com/EDM. ecomtycoon.com/EDM. Mr. Tony, if you are there, help me to type it into the chat box so that they can actually click and go. ecomtycoon.com/EDM. All right. And if you want to do a transfer, some person, okay, if you go to ecomtycoon.com/EDM, you will see the pay stack page where you can pay, right? Where you can pay immediately and get access and get in immediately so that you reserve your seat and avoid all the stories that touch, right? But if you are the type that love doing transfers and all that, then the bank accounts, that's actually my company's bank account is on the screen. Netflix marketing. After payment, make sure it's very important. Make sure you send an email to that EDM at ecomtycoon.com, right? That's if you pay through transfer or you pay through transfer or you pay through star 737 or whatever way if you can babalao it into the account. Make sure you send an email to ecomtycoon.com notifying us of your payment. .com/EDM ecomtycoon.com. So those are the things there, and as if those are not enough, if you do that right now, remember 25% are enjoying the discount, but if you do that right now, on this online seminar right now, I'm going to wow you more so that I'll put you in a situation where you'll be tempted to even jump out of the street, but make sure you are clothed. Make sure you're not jumping out naked. All right. So I'm going to be wowing you more. All right. If you take that action right now, I'm going to be giving you my course. This course has sold over. Okay, sorry, let me not go there. But the course sells for 10,000 naira. The Ecom Tycoon course. All right. What it means is I took out about 8 hours some time ago, and I recorded in a video training what you need. That is more like a refresher course, like a course, something you can always refer back to after this training. All right. So you are getting access to that Ecom Tycoon course if you take action right now. Please mind it though, you must take action on this event for you to qualify for the Ecom Tycoon course. Else, if you take action later on and you fall within the first 25, you can enjoy the 29,000 naira 99 naira discount, but you might not be able to get this awesome book. Yeah, so that altogether you are getting value of over 260,000 naira. Value now, but you are just paying only 229,999 naira. And I have to warn again, don't pay 30k or 31k. I'll refund it. I'll refund the difference. Please pay just 29,999 naira. Okay. The account details on the side there, and I think I'm still tempted to do something crazy. But then before then, let's think of whatever thing you think you are paying or you are investing in this platform, investing in this ecom domination mastermind, right? Let's think of it this way. If all it does for you is to guarantee a 5, 6, 7 figure income, do you think is worth it? Like you pay 29,999 naira and you learn something that can guarantee a 5, 6, 7 figure income. Do you think it will be worth it? If all it does for you is to make you achieve those store goals, the year running back, make you achieve those store goals, do you think it will be worth it? If it makes you the envy of folks around you, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it, right? What if I further do something crazy? What if I further do something crazy for you? Like, okay, fast action taker bonus, something ninja cool. Okay, I think it's a course. Facebook ads for complete newbies. What over $997? That's about $1,000, 360,000 naira. All right. Yes. Yeah. I'll give it to you right now. I will personally send it to you right now if you get in. So if you come in now, you are getting. If you come in now, the now, emphasis on the now, you are getting value worth over 620,000 naira. Yes. 620,000 naira. So get in for just 29,999 naira. Remember, you only qualify to get the fast action taker bonus if you come in. Did I say before 11? No. You must come in now for you to qualify for the fast action bonus. Now, please, not tomorrow. Tomorrow it might be late and then you don't get the fast action taker bonus. So definitely it's up to you right now. The details are there. It's up to you. The ball is on your court. You do whatever you want to do with it. If you want to throw away the goal, like that guy in World Cup, that's do guy. I don't know. That's up to you, but whatever. So, but right now, I know you are left with two choices: do nothing and take not this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free, or pony up this small investment today compared to all the values you get in return and just give it a shot. If you get access now, I assure you to be a wise decision because your life, I know, will change for it. Okay? I'm getting right now, ecomtycoon.com/EDM. ecomtycoon.com/EDM. Okay, so I think while I hand over to Mr. Tony, and then while you I take some of your questions, we can I just leave this the screen here so you can get the details correctly. All right. So Mr. Tony, I think are you there?
Hello,
awesome.
I'm here. My God, this has been so awesome. This has been so cool, so powerful. Oh, wow. This is great. I just don't even know what to say than awesome. This is just awesome. So, hello everyone. So I would like to say thanks so much, Mr. Patrick, for that wonderful presentation and offer. And as a matter of fact, guys, I would like to add some high value bonuses to what Mr. Patrick is giving you guys tonight.
Wow.
But again, these bonuses are for fast action takers, because at times people come for trainings like this and then they'll be like, because I was looking at the comments over here and some people were saying, my data is running out, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, that's true. Some people are saying my data is running out and all that. Because normally for even a training like this, you don't even need more than 600 naira worth of data to even attend this kind of a webinar. So if you are here and you're like, the data is running out, well, something like this is basically not for you. But for guys who are here who actually want to improve their lives, now Patrick has given you something that is really, really awesome. And as a matter of fact, I actually think that price is so small compared to what you guys have to gain from it. But even despite that, I'm still going to add something to it because you guys have taken your time to attend this webinar. And because of that, I would like to give you some mouth-watering offers, but it will only be available for guys who take this Patrick's offer between now and Wednesday, August 1st. Between now and Wednesday, August 1st. If you take this stuff between now and Wednesday, August 1st, I have something for you. So let me just show you what I have for you right now. Let me just give me a minute. I'm going to show you. So Patrick, please, I'm going to stop your slider. I'm just
it's okay.
I'm going to
it's okay,
show
no problem. All right.
These guys something over here. All right, guys. So for those of you on this call who take Patrick's offer between now and Wednesday, August 1st, I have some things for you. So here are the extra bonuses I'm giving to you. First, if you take advantage of this mouth-watering offer by Mr. Patrick between now and August 1st, I'm going to give you free access to what I call my Facebook ads course.
Wow.
I'm going to give you access to what I call my Facebook ads course. And as a matter of fact, this course is not just an ordinary course. This course, number one, is set of 15K, and it is made up of 4 videos and 1 PDF that all walk you through how you can think and how you can create winning adverts that get breakthrough results on Facebook. Now, why Facebook? Now, there are about 20 million Nigerians on Facebook. Now, Patrick was saying the other time that all you need to make $1 million in a month is sell about 150 copies of your products. Now, how hard will it be for you to sell 150 copies if you can reach 20 million people on Facebook? And that is why I'm going to be giving you access to this course of mine. This course normally sells for 15K, but you are going to be getting it for free. But then that is if you act fast. Next, I'm going to be giving you something that is very valuable to me. And what I'm going to be giving you is my $16 billion advert swipe file. Now, this is what it means. I have a file or maybe a folder that contains a lot of adverts in it. Now, these adverts are adverts that many people, overseas, over here in Nigeria, have used these things to sell various products for their businesses. And these adverts have brought in millions of dollars for them. Now, these adverts make your work easy by the time you want to start selling your own products. All you have to do is open them and use any of the ideas in the file to create your own promotions. As a matter of fact, I bought this folder online for $497. If you convert that amount to Naira, that is like 181,000 Naira. But you are going to be getting this valuable $16 billion advert swipe file for free. And lastly, I'm going to give you 12 months access to my 7-star mentorship program. Now, earlier this year, I created a program that is called 7-star mentorship program. And the reason why I did that was because about 8 or 10 years ago, when I started my online business, I struggled a lot with so many things because there wasn't a mentor, somebody to like guide me, to help me with issues, with problems. So because of that, I struggled a lot. I wasted a lot of time. And what I did was that I now created a program where I will be able to like help people. So it is called the 7-star mentorship program. Now, the normal cost of joining this program is 75,000 Naira for 12 months. But you will be getting free access to this particular program. And as a member of this mentorship program, you are going to be getting, number one, you're going to be getting a special monthly newsletter or a video on marketing and making money. And then you are also going to get access to my private Facebook mentoring group for regular support and advice. I have a Facebook group that is not open to many people, just open to a few people who are serious, people who want to move ahead with their lives, people who want to get serious with their businesses. So I have a Facebook group where I kind of like advise them and help them out. And as a matter of fact, when you look at the value of everything I have listed for you, these 3 bonuses, you are going to see that it's about 271,000 Naira, because the Run Facebook Ad Shipper course goes for 15K, the $16 billion swipe file goes for 181,000, and the 7-star mentorship goes for 75,000 Naira. By the time you add these 3 things together, it's about 271,000 Naira in value. But you are going to be getting all these things for free. And I'm doing that because I want you to get into this Patrick's e-com domination program and begin to work it out. Again, all these things are free if you take advantage of Patrick's offer between now and Wednesday. So right now, I believe Mr. Patrick would like to answer some of your questions. So I'm going to allow him to do just that, and then we can end this wonderful training. So Patrick, I'm going to just allow you to go back right now. I'm going to mute myself again so you can go back to answering the questions that these guys have on this call.
Okay, awesome. Wow, these are bonuses. They are mouth watering. I need them as well. Okay. Questions. Okay, Choma said, can you keep this bonus open for those who attend the seminar, please? I don't have the money now. We work towards it, please, please, please. I'm begging. I don't think so, Choma. Sorry. Okay, Lakon said Pete, awesome. Agnes said Patrick was supposed to give us 3 tips for those who want to start immediately. I actually gave more than 3 tips, Agnes. I actually did. Goodness, send us your phone number, not in case of the devil happens. I don't understand. Yeah, you can always reach me via mail, though. You can reach me via email, not phone number. Sorry. I'm interested in
EDF. If you have questions, just type in your questions right now, because so that Patrick can attend to them over the next 10 minutes before we end this training. So if you have any questions, just enter the question right now into the chat box before we end the training.
Yeah, so I'm waiting. Question. There are no more questions here.
Okay, no more questions. All right. So with that being said, Mr. Paddy, do you still have any other thing maybe to say about that offer? Because some people, okay, let me just go back to your slide, because some people might not really see,
exactly,
see the bank details and all that. So let me just go over to your slide. Um, wow. Let me see.
Yeah, somebody's actually asking for the account numbers. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if it's okay to just
Huh?
paste it on the chat box here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just do
Okay,
that.
let me
I'm
paste
gonna
it on
do
the
it.
chat box here.
Mm. Okay. I believe everyone can see that right now.
Yeah, yeah, I can.
So just go back to ecomtycoon.com/edm to pay for ecomtycoon.com. So I think Sunday is asking a question.
Yeah, I have his question here already. I think yeah, it's a good one. He said if he decides to run ad to check if a product will sell, decide to run ad for a product to see how buyers respond to it before ordering the product, and others start trooping in. How do you meet? How do you meet with the others? I think yeah, you're actually to blame there. If you are running it for a test, if you want to do that and you're running it for a test, if others start trooping in, you need to pause the ad before it gets before the others become much. You know that you would have to you know, it have to become a very big problem to fill in. I think if you get a couple of orders, you pause the ad and then you make the orders. And another thing is you have to have your contacts ready, right? If you don't have your contact ready, if at that point you start looking for, oh, how do I make it? How do I make this order? How do I get this product? Looking for the supplier and all that, you might lose all the customers already. So if you have all these things ready and then you run your ad and you start getting people, you know, signify interest in the ad, just pause the ad and then make sure you get in the orders. All right. And then another thing I also do, but that's about me and maybe my friends that have the products. I get from them. I get from them and I deliver for that particular ones, those ones that have the orders already. Okay, now somebody said, do I need to have a warehouse? No, Choma, you don't need to have a warehouse. You don't need to have a warehouse for this. No, you don't need to have a warehouse. As a matter of fact, if you're not in Lagos, if you don't stay in Lagos, and you want to do this business and you don't want to ship from wherever you are, let's say you stay in Ogbomosho or in Shaki or in Akute here. You stay in Meduguri, all right? I have people outside the country, outside Nigeria, do this business, sell to Nigerians, and they get their money there. How do they do that? Most of these companies run they run warehousing services, right? They run warehousing services. So what they do is you pay them a small fee so that when the goods come in to Lagos, you know, you order them, pay, and then they go and pick the goods for you and warehouse for you. All right, that guy I shared his testimony with you, the George any guy from Port Harcourt. He never saw any of the products he sold from Port Harcourt. Like the goods come in, they rush to you know, he tells the logistic guys, they go there, pick it up, and then we house it. So that when order comes, he send orders to them via WhatsApp, they package the order, they write the name of the order, and then ship, and then pay him his money. So you can do that as well. All right. You don't need a warehouse, and if you're not in Lagos, that shouldn't be a problem. You can do that from wherever you are, so long you have WhatsApp and you can talk on phone. Yeah. Another question: can we get a soft copy of the slide? Why do you need this? What do you need the slide for, Susan? I don't think you need the slide. You don't. Lakon says, how can I have the necessary skills to use the funnel method to sell? I have tried a number of times, but my campaign ads didn't convert. Then, if your ads are not converting, you're not getting your ad right. That's what it means simply. And okay, you said you've actually gotten the EDM. Mr. Tony is offering you something, you know, in that line, something that will help you get around that, how to run profitable ads. So when you get access to that, I think you qualify already because you've gotten in already. When you get access to that, make sure you study that and take action. How is this distribution of products done? Susan, did you just come? You logistic companies, delivery companies, you send them to the supplier, to the customers through delivery companies. As simple as that. You get an order, you hand it over to the delivery company, they deliver. If it's cash on delivery, they get the money and send and pay you. If it's not cash on delivery, you should have gotten your money before sending. So you don't do the delivery yourself, except you want to turn yourself into a delivery man. Aside from that, logistic company handle that and they charge you a fee for that. Is tomorrow will be available for space. Rogers, I don't understand that. Kafayat, I need explanation on the branding. Okay, Kafayat, what I mean by branding is some of the, okay, they call it OEM, private label. Some products you might need to, you might want to, own that product by, private labeling that product. Like if for a product now that has a general name, everybody sells the general. Okay, there's a particular hair product, everybody knows it. If you go everywhere, it's everywhere online, right? And I thought if I come and sell, if I come and I start selling the way they sell, all right, everybody is selling it. It might just be like I'm swimming in the same ocean as everyone. So what I did was I branded mine there. I OEM'd it. And how do you do this? The supplier can get it that done for you, but inside the EDM, I will break down, in step by step, easy to understand way bits how you can get your product branded and the kind of products you can brand. Not everything that you need to brand. The kind of products that you should take a step further by branding it. All right. Rogers. Now, Rogers, you're asking if tomorrow will be available. Well, I said something here. 25 persons enjoy this discount, and then fast action taker bonuses I gave, and then I think Mr. Tony attached name time to his as well. So I think it depends. But then the better the earlier the better. But now that I have paid for EDM, what next? Email me, and then I'm still at the training. So after the training, I'll get back to you, and then I'll tell you what next, right? I believe Patrick was okay. Yeah, I mean the deadline for the 25%. We've actually attended to that. Please, I need a WhatsApp number, Patrick. No, I don't do WhatsApp for business. Sorry. Email is just fine for me. pat@patrickogidi.com. pat@patrickogidi.com. Send me an email. I'll respond. How do I get the technical skills to create a funnel? I've answered that. I've answered that, Chukwemeka. But I know EDM will help you. EDM will help you because I'll be talking about funnel and how you can come up with funnel and save 1.5 million naira that the likes of Mr. Ronald and Zimora and other good copywriters I know charge to write copies, website content copies for you, copies to sell your imported items and stuff. I would show you how a novice can get that done. Come up with a copy that can sell their products, right? What of those of us already on CC88 but don't sell any of the products you mentioned? How can you help improve sales? I don't understand, Funto. What of those of us already on? Are you on 1688? I don't understand. And you can't sell products and I don't understand, seriously. I don't understand you. Maybe you make yourself clearer a bit. Any more question? How can I have the necessary skills? I've answered that. The email again, pat@patrickogidi.com. Pat like PAT at patrickogidi.com. That's my email, and I'll reply you as fast as I can. But while you're sending me an email, please try to go straight to the point. Go straight to the point. Please, the account number, we have actually pasted the account number here. It's also on the screen. And then the link to pay with your card, with your card. Yeah, pay online is also there. ecomtycoon.com/EDM. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, I think that's fine. That's all.
So at this point, I actually think you've done a very good job with this offer, with the whole training. And from what you've said, actually, with everything you've actually outlined in this training, I believe somebody who is serious can take even this and actually get ahead to start working with them. But for people who would like to cut the learning curve, who would like to avoid errors, and who would like to get more serious with this business, this offer that Patrick has made available is for you. And like he said, the offer is not for everybody, and the offer is not going to be here forever. So if you would like to become one of the big boys of e-commerce right here in Nigeria, I would advise you to take advantage of this offer right now. And from what I said before, if you take advantage of this offer between now and Wednesday, I'm also going to give you the extra bonus that I have told you about, worth about 271,000 naira. I'm going to give you those things to help you so that you can succeed in this journey. So I believe Patrick has answered all the questions that we have right here. And I believe this online training has been a huge success. So, Mr. Patrick, once again, thank you very much for showing up. Thank you very much for spending over 2 hours to
Wow.
impart this knowledge into our lives.
All
God
right.
bless you very much.
Thank
So,
you.
with all
Thank you.
this being said, everybody, I would like to say good night, and please ensure you get into this program as fast as possible before it fills up. So, good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.